Hi, it's me again. The last time we talked, we were talking about why we do research. This time we're going to actually start thinking about the research that we need to do and go through a bit of that research process together. So the first thing that we want to do is get into our process journal. So the reason that I'm going to my process journal first is because I want to write out some terms that will help me understand what I still need to find out. So there are a couple of things that I know, maybe some categories of things that I know I need to know first. So some of those things are calming and focus music things. So these would be things like tempo and rhythm and maybe some melodies or keys that kind of produce focus in its listeners. The second thing I kind of want to focus on are logistics. How do I play the chords? And then I also want to think about how else can this be used. So I want to do an interview. How else is this used in real life? And I guess my question with that is really about curiosity, because this goes beyond my classroom. This really goes into my everyday life. I might use this as I'm sitting down to write a lesson plan, or as I'm sitting down to read a book, or even with my own kids. And so I want to know a little bit more from a music therapist about how else this is used. Now, I also want to write down what this really is. In my notes, I want to write down things I need to research. And that will kind of help me to think through that a little bit. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google. So I'm going to start with my Google page. And here I am on a fresh page. No new tabs are open. I'm just starting with a fresh Google page. And I can search wherever I want to. But I'm going to start with tempos that help focus. Let's start with that. Now, as I'm looking through some of these search results, first of all, I notice that there are a lot of them. Secondly, I notice there's a quick answer. And I want to take a look at what is the source of that answer right here so that I can determine if this is really the answer that I'm looking for, or if this is something that's biased, or if this is an ad. I want to just understand a little bit more about where this information is coming from. It's actually a really quick answer because 60 beats per minute as a target is a really clear answer. So then I'm going to write that down in my notes on my notebook, and then I'm going to click on this, and I want to know more about Connolly Music because I want to know, are they trying to sell me something, or are they actually giving me information for information's sake? So I do notice that this looks like a pretty professional website. I notice that it has music educators on it, so it tells me that it's probably a little bit about education. That's not terribly surprising because I am an educator. I know that what Google is going to give me are the things that have to do with education. And so I want to know a little bit more about Connolly String Ovation. So I'm going to open up a new tab, and we're going to do some lateral fact checking. So I want to know about Connolly String Ovation. That's exactly what I meant. And I want to get to something that isn't from Connolly Music. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I don't want Facebook. And then here is from a retailer in Givens Violins. Okay. So from here, I'm learning a little bit about, as I'm skimming, what they're also, who they're working with. So caring for your instrument in the summer, they're referenced there in a blog. They're referenced in ASTA Industrial Partner Resources to help as a help for musicians. Some violin blogs, and so forth. As I continue looking, I notice that they are also referred to in Oregon.gov. So when I click on this, they are in a PDF about visual and performing arts. And when I click back, it's next to top 36 remote music collaboration tools for teachers and students. So that gives me a little bit of hope about the source. So all of the things that I've seen so far make me think that this is a legitimate source, that this is an education company that helps teachers and students of musical education. So as I scroll down here on this source, I'm noticing there are some things that show me that this is something that's really relevant to me. So it says, forget the words. As I'm skimming, I see study music alpha waves, relaxing probably student. So that's definitely what I'm looking for. Baroque may have just the right tempo. I definitely want to know about that. Meditative music works well too. Yep. What music do you like best? You're probably already ahead of the game. So I can get some really good information from this website. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the document that has the evaluation of sources. I'm going to make sure that my inquiry question and my goal are right here. And then I'm going to use this as source 1. Now, when I'm looking at this, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where it says source info needed. And I'm going to figure out what kind of source this is. Well, it's a website. And so I'm going to copy and paste the website stuff into this source. I'm going to just paste it right there. And then I can fill in all of this information. So this page or article title, it's called Music Genres That Help You Study. I also am noting that it's posted by the String Ovation team. It has the date that it was posted. And so all of these things are things that I'm going to need to know in my cited sources. So I'm going to fill this out, and then I'm going to write a source evaluation. And the things that I'm going to be considering are, when was it created? It was created August 22nd of 2018, so it's pretty current. It's within a couple years. Then I'm going to look at the relevance. How was this source helpful in answering my question or accomplishing my goal or outcome? I need to read a little bit more on this source to figure out the answer to that question. But when I do, I'll write it down in the source evaluation. Then I'm going to look at who made it or who is associated with it. In addition to the things that I just did to figure out what kind of website it is, I'm going to click on the String Ovation team to learn a little bit more about the group of people who put together this blog. And then finally, the bias and the purpose. Who is the author or organization? That's kind of what I wanted to find out when I was doing my lateral reading. What are their stances and how much does it matter? As I'm answering this question, I'm going to note down here in my source evaluation that this is a resource for educators and that it is a teaching resource. And so for me, that purpose is fine. So in my case, it's actually helpful that that is the purpose of the website because that's what I'm going to be using it for. When it's done, this is what it'll look like. I filled in all of the answers to my questions, and then I wrote a bit of a source evaluation. So you can read this for yourself. but in the source evaluation, I talked a little bit about how recent it was, how it opened my eyes to Baroque music, how I did notice that the organization is partnered with an organization called Baroque Bling, so it might be a little bit biased. So that made me think that I should consult a few other sources to get a broader perspective. And then I was also thinking, this is a good place to start, and it lended itself well to what I was trying to figure out. It was recommended and also was focused on selling itself. It wasn't trying to sell me Baroque music or music therapy or even an instrument. It was really focused on helping to instruct or teach teachers a little bit more about how to focus their students' minds. So now it's your turn. Again, where you're going to start is you're going to start at your process journal and write down some things that you want to know, some things that you want to research. Then you're going to go into into Google and do some research. You're going to check those sources by moving laterally, which you'll find out in the next video a little bit more about. And then finally, when you find a resource that you like, you're going to go to that source or go to your evaluation of sources page and write down all of the information, starting here, copying and pasting up next to the number, and then write out your evaluation. And that's it. And you just do that for 5 different sources, get a little bit of additional insight into your topic, and continue on doing your personal project with a broader perspective of what you're looking for.